Yo everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Steins Gate Zero. We had quite the experience under the car park, or in the garage of, the building after meeting up with Dr. Linskin and Maho, where someone was not happy with the idea of AI. Afterward, the police took us into custody. We were taken to the police station and questioned until late into the night. The sun was almost about to rise by the time we left. The police took me home in a patrol car. Dr. Linskin and Mao were having the police take them back to their hotel in Wako, so we split up in front of the police station. We never did find out why the man had attacked us. Oh, and we're jumping straight to Suzuha. She felt dizzy. That's strange, Suzuha thought. She stopped moving. Since she was in the middle of the sidewalk, the other pedestrians looked irritated as they moved around her. She took a deep breath and waited for a moment, but she still felt dizzy. Actually, she was finding it difficult to stand. Was she hallucinating? Or was the whole world starting to get blurry? All the noise in the city around her suddenly felt very far away. It was like she was driving underwater. Diving underwater? Diving underwater. Was this the Wiedensteiner ability that Uncle Ocarina had talked about? Was she starting to acquire it too? And then she realized how warm she felt. The truth hit her. Am I sick? Oh no! She somehow managed to stagger back to the lab. It seemed she was worse off than she thought. If she could have, she would have fallen to her knees right there. During the war, and afterwards, when she joined up with her dad's organization, she had been hurt badly enough to go into a coma several times. But this was the first time something like this had happened since she became a time traveler. This is bad. She looked up to the second floor. The lights were on. She felt honestly relieved to know that her dad was there. She walked up the stairs. The door was unlocked. She didn't have the energy to speak, so she tried to silently take off her shoes, and then she tripped. She fell forward. That hurt. Suzuha! Itaru was in the room. He saw her and ran over. You okay? Yeah. She rubbed her knee and tried to stand up, but staggered again and fell into Itaru's arms. What's wrong? Sorry, I'm feeling a little dizzy. Huh? Are you not feeling well, Suzu? Are you alright? Oh, it looks like those two are here. When she heard those voices, Suzuha finally realized that Yuki and Mayuri were also in the room. She'd let her guard down, she realized. Yuki seemed unconcerned by Suzuha's obviously oblivious uneasiness. She walked over with a serious expression on her face. Suzuha, let me see your forehead. Yuki brushed her bangs aside and put her own forehead up against Suzuha's. Suzuha's heart started pounding. She had distant memories of her mother doing this before. You've got a terrible fever. What? Dara put his big hand up against Suzuha's cheek as well. Oh, you're right. Do you have a cold? I'm fine. This'll get better fast. Hey, don't put yourself. You need to lie down right now. Duh. Duh. The expression used to nearly say that something is obvious or self-evident. Its use can be traced back at least 200 years. Wow. Okay. Didn't realize it was that. It's been around for that long. That's fine. I know that. I'm just going to rest a bit for a bit. Suzuha used the last of energy to reach the sofa. She collapsed on top of it and closed her eyes. Calm down, she told herself. Mayushi will bring a wet towel, okay? Hashida, where's Suzuha's change of clothes? It's here. It's all inside this. Oh, of course. I didn't rummage through it and go sniff sniff, you know? God damn it, Dow. Onomatopoeia used for describing the act of smelling something. Often used in manga and on the internet. A favourite phrase of perverted gentlemen. Its origins are clear, but has been seen as far back as a popular comic during the early 1980s. If you don't stop being stupid, I'll infect you with my cold virus, brother. Suzuha kept her eyes shut as she complained. Can I just pick something out to change her into? Thanks, I can't do it, obviously. Yeah. As she listened to the conversation going around her, Suzuha felt a cold towel on her forehead. Thanks, Mayu. How do you feel? Sorry, big sis Mayu. Mayu? Don't worry about it. I'm going to buy some cold medicine. You guys take care of her. Okay. Bye. Ah, good old Dara. Can you stand up, Suzuha? I at least want to get you changed before your brother gets back. Suzuha opened her eyes. Yuki was standing over her and looking down. No, I'm fine like this. This is how I've always done it. In fact, before Suzuha became a time traveler, there were many times where she'd been unable to rest, even if she was sick. Many times she wasn't able to change clothes or even lie down. Compared to that, this was a lot nicer. No, wait, the most important part of a cold is when you just... The most important part of a cold is when you just start to get it. But... No buts, take off your clothes. Yuki was a little more forceful than usual as she tried to take Suzuha's clothes off. Suzuha jumped up surprised. Fine, I'll do it. I can do it myself. You're soaked in sweat. Mari, do you have any dry towels? Oh, yeah, here. Keep forgetting how Mayuri looks with her hair. It's adorable. Yuki took the towel that Mayuri had brought from the showroom and gently wiped the sweat off Suzuha's forehead and neck. That tickles. Just stay still, you're not a little kid. But, Suzuha shook as she was rubbed with the towel. She wasn't used to being touched. And this was the first time since she was very young that anyone had done this to her. Oddly enough, by the same person, it sounds like. That's enough, I'll do it myself. You don't need to worry about it. I'm not worried. Suzuha grabbed the towel from Yuki, trying her best to hide herself from the gaze of the other two. She took off her clothes and wiped away the sweat. Her face felt really hot, but she didn't know if it was because of the fever or not, but she was finding it difficult to think straight. Is this okay? Yep, good job. Now change into this. She grabbed a new pair of underwear and clothes from Yuki, still trying to hide herself. She put them on. When she lay back down on the sofa, Yuki put a blanket on her. Mayuri, you said this room doesn't have a washer, right? Yeah. So it's been such a problem. Mayushi will take these to the laundromat later, okay? Huh? You don't have to do that. We'll take care of it. You gotta take care of each other at times like these. That's right, Suzu. Are you hungry? Think you can eat anything? Oh, she really is caring. Oh. Suzuha looked at Yuki, then Mayuri, and was about to mumble another refusal, but In the end, she gave up and pulled the blanket up to her nose, which is really hard. I'm not that hungry. But you need to eat something before you take the medicine. How about rice porridge? That's a good idea. Okay, I'll make it right away. Lie down for a bit, okay? Yeah. I'm back. Itaru came back from the drugstore a while later. I'm so tired. He was really out of breath. He must have gone running there and back. You're only exhausted because you never exercised, she thought to herself. It at least shows how much she cares. But for some reason the sight of her exhausted father made her happy, and she quickly shook her head. Thanks, though. I'm about to make rice porridge. When she has that, give her the medicine. Itaru walked over to Suzuha as he answered. How are you feeling? Not so good. I guess all the stress caught up with you. I've never actually seen you take a break. This is really pathetic. Not really. Maybe I shouldn't stay here. What? I've been getting lazy. You're here, Dad, and Big Sis Mayuri is here, and Big Sis Rumi, and then at some point even Mom showed up. Because of that, sometimes I feel like I'm going to forget my mission. It starts to feel like this happy time is going to continue forever. And if I find myself thinking that, maybe there'll never be a war. I start to fantasize about living like a normal girl. And what's wrong with that? When Darius spoke, his face was actually serious for once, and he was looking straight into Suzuha's eyes. It was the face of the father she knew so well, the man who was always there for her. So you're going to leave this place, and where are you going to go? Well, inside the time machine, or something. You know you can't stay in there, right? But you know I can't leave my daughter there, right? Dad. Oh. For a moment, Suzuha was about to cry. She squeezed the blanket as hard as she could to stop herself. And then... Oops, accidentally... Wow. Oops, accidentally gave a serious response. Net slang, the active response sincerely to a post without joking around or posting memes. Anyway, I like being around cute girls, and I look forward to going sniff sniff when you're not looking. I especially like girls who are all sick and sway. Stop it. So you'll get better soon, if you don't want me panting over you. I'm hoping he's just, being silly to help lift the mood. Suzuha whispered back in response, then turned away from Itaru and pulled the blanket closer. Huh? Did my little speech just solve your problem? Did I get bonus affection points? If you keep being stupid, I'll make you regret it when I do get better. God damn it. Are you gonna put on boots and step on me or something like that? I'm gonna stick things under your fingernails. Please don't. Anything but that. Sorry. Ow. She could smell the pleasant scent of Mayuri and Yuki's cooking from the kitchen. Listen, Suzuha. Would you tell me what it is you're looking for every day? I might be able to help with it. Later. I'll tell you once we're alone. Oh, yeah. That's fine, but... yeah. It's not something I can let Big Sis Mayuri hear. Huh? Yeah. There's no way I could tell Mayuri. 3 days later. Suzuha was still sick. Ouch. Yuki came over every day with Mayuri to check on her. Because of this, Suzuha was able to eat nutritious food, and her fever had gone down. Now that all was left was to get her strength back. But still, Yuki kept telling her she needed to lie down. This meant that, for better or for worse, Suzuha spent her whole day on the sofa half asleep. Somewhere in her half-awake mind, she heard a terribly off-key tune. Since she also heard the sound of flowing water, it was probably coming from the shower room. And we can tell who it was because of the name. What song is this? Do you know, Mother? Suzuha had heard it when she was very young. Her mother had been singing it, just like she was now. But what exactly the song was about, she just couldn't remember. I need to get up. I can't stay asleep forever. But even when she tried to open her eyes, they just wouldn't move. Her body must need more rest. Maybe Yuki was right, and she needed to lie down some more. She moaned and twisted slightly. When she did, the blanket fell on the floor. She didn't feel like she had the energy to pick it up. She could sense someone standing up on the desk, from the desk where Taro always used to use the PC. Whoever they were, they came over and put the blanket back on. I smell Big Sis Mayuri. Mayu? Really, Mayuri always smelled good even when she wasn't using perfume. It was like a slightly sweet smell, like a pale white flower. It was a scent that had held her all night, on that distant day in the future when she'd lost her mother. Suzuha pulled her legs inside the blanket and grabbed onto her knees, like a baby in the womb. Memories went in and out of her mind as she lay there half asleep. Do you think Mom got hurt? Do you think she suffered? Well, how do you answer those questions? She suddenly remembered what Kagari had said to her after they'd travelled through time. "2036, the day when she'd left. At the last second, Mayuri looked at Suzuha and Kagari inside the time machine and smiled. It was just like the gentle smile on Suzuha's mother's face when she died protecting her daughter. Suzu, did I wake you? No, I've been up for a while. Want something to eat? Yeah. After she said yes, Suzuha snapped back into reality. She was getting weaker, and she realized that she forced her sick body off the sofa. Her head shook and she had to stop herself from falling forward, but she grabbed the back of the sofa and managed to stand on her own 2 feet. You shouldn't get up so quickly like that. I'm fine. Sorry to bother you, Big Sis Mayuri. It's not a bother at all. Okay? Mayuri went to the kitchen and turned on the burner underneath one of the pots. The sound and smells of bubbling stew filled the whole lab. Mayuri mixed it with the ladle and stopped every once in a while to taste it. She turned towards Suzuha and smiled. Oh, it's a big success. Did you make it? Yep. Mayuri's getting a lot better at cooking thanks to Yuki. Where's my dad? My brother. He went to May Queen. He says he's got work after that. I see. Oh, You're thinking of going out tonight because Dao isn't here, aren't you? You can't do that. I'm fine. You're not fine. If you do that, I'll have Yuki get mad at you, okay? What's this about me? The curtain of the bathroom opened and Yuki came out. His skin was just a little flush. Suzuha won't lay down. Oh, you know better than that, Suzu. You need to stay down for at least another day. Got it? Yeah. Suzuha's answers was less than enthusiastic, but she gave it in to Yuki's glare and sat down, back down on the sofa. Okay, now lie down. Fine. She pouted and slumped down on the sofa, then pulled the blanket on top of her. Suzuha was capable of talking back to Big Sis Mayuri, but she would never be able to talk back to Yuki. Hehehe. What? I was thinking of how you look so cute like that. What? If I was sort of like that, you might be in trouble. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if you're really brother and sister. Don't be creepy. Oh? Suzuha, are you blushing? I'm not blushing. Really? Of course not. Why would I be? You're blushing right now. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing, really. Shut up. Suzuha couldn't say anything, so she just had to turn away. Okay, it's time for Marishi to go to work. You're not going to have any stew? I'm going to stop back here after work. I'll have some then. Okay, I'll make you a salad or something. Have dinner with us, okay? Thanks, Yuki. I look forward to it. Mayuri told Suzu one more time that she needed to keep laying down, then left for May Queen plus Nyan Squared. Yuki went to the kitchen and added a few seasonings to the stew Mayuri made, then turned off the burner. Oh, right, Suzuha. You're covered in sweat, right? Want me to wipe you down before we eat? Huh? I told you it's fine. Yuki wanted to do stuff like that every day. And each time Suzuha frantically refused. Even if you can't take a shower, you need to at least keep yourself clean. I did it yesterday and the day before, so it's fine. It's not like going. It's not like going a week or two without doing it will kill you. A week? You can't do that. Absolutely not. Yuki hurried into the shower room. Listen, I can do it myself. People who say that never end up doing it themselves. That's not... No. Yuki came back with a bowl filled with hot water and a towel. She could be stubborn when she got this way. Suzuha had learned that well over the past 3 days. Yuki was just like the mother she'd remembered. And she slowly and easily stood up. Then she took off her top, trying her best not to let Yuki see her skin. You're both girls. You don't need to be so embarrassed. I don't care, really. I'll at least wash your back, okay? It's fine. I'm not a kid. But I don't think you could do it yourself. I said I'm fine. Yuki seemed a little shocked, but she quickly handed over the hot, wet towel. I'm sorry. Some people don't like being touched. Right? No. I'm sorry for yelling. I'll leave the hot water on the table, okay? I'm going to get dinner ready. Yuki walked off, dejected. Once Suzuha saw that she was focused on finishing the cooking, she slid behind the curtains into the back part of the room. She used the towel and wash bowl to wipe herself down. She couldn't let Yuki see her body. There were scars, both old and new, all over her, and burn marks that might never heal. To her, these wounds were like medals from the victim's vicious battle she'd survived. Like, she didn't care who saw them. But she didn't want to let her mother, who'd given birth to her, or rather, would give birth to her, see them. Especially not the dozens of pale white marks around her breasts. Ma'am? She still remembered that nightmarish day. The bullets which killed her mother had lost their power as they passed through her organs, but still managed to dig into Suzuha's skin. And when they did, they were covered in her mother's blood and flesh. The scars would probably never heal completely. To Suzuha, they were her mother's grave. She shook her head to try and get the nightmare out of her mind. She took her bottoms off too and wiped herself clean all the way down to her toes. Then she put on a new pair of underwear. It's only after she finished putting on her new clean clothes that she felt human again. When she came back, Yuki was putting bowls filled with stew and salad onto the table. Their eyes met, and an awkward silence filled the room. It's ready. Yuki broke the silence first. Thankfully. Yeah, thanks. How much do you want? No, it's okay, I can do it myself. Suzuha put enough stew and salad for her meal onto her own plate, then made a plate for Yuki as well. Oh, thanks. No, I'm sorry to make you do all this cooking. I told you, we're going to look out for each other when we're sick. We got to. Once you're done eating, make sure you take your medicine. Okay. The two sat on the sofa and filled their mouths with stew and salad. The stew had a mild, gentle flavour. It felt like something Mayuri would make. Mayuri's gotten a lot better, hasn't she? She didn't know how to take something out of the can and warm it up, you know? Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Do you want to try making it too? I'll teach you. Me? I'll pass. I'm not the type. I don't think that's true. Well, maybe someday. People who say someday end up never doing it, you know? You said something similar a minute ago. Did I? Yeah. And then the conversation ceased for a time. Suzuha slurped down the stew. She had terrible manners, and tried to come up with something to talk about. This time it was Suzuha's turn to break the silence. After what she'd just remembered, she couldn't bear to be silent around Yuki. That song you were singing, what is that? Song? You know, when you were taking a shower. Huh? I was singing? Oh, that's so embarrassing. I'm a terrible singer, but I love to sing, so I sometimes hum things. I don't know if it matters whether you're any good or not. I just can't remember what song it was. Neither can I, actually. Huh? I just remember the part that was really memorable. I think it was from an electronic show when... I think it was from an educational show that that was on when I was a kid or something. Sorry, but I can't help you. Suzuha, when did you hear that song? When I was a kid, I think. My mom used to sing it to me all the time. Your mom seems like a really nice person. Yeah. The conversation flowed so naturally that she didn't think about how she responded. Huh? A second later, she realized what she said, and then she stared at her mother. Is something wrong? Did she? Yeah, okay, there's nothing. Is something wrong? My mom? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait. Oh. What do I mean? I saw her 2 days ago. Huh? I said she came here 2 days ago. That's impossible. Is there some reason your mom won't come? Well, I mean, there's no way she could tell her that her mother was right in front of her. Confused, she felt silent. Yuki, for her part, must have come to some conclusion about the reason that for Suzuha's reaction. She started to stammer and fidget. Yeah, I'm sorry. Huh? I don't know. Did something happen between you and your mom? No. You got into a fight and ran away from home or something? That's not it. It was weird. Thinking back, your mom just brought Hashida some food and changed the clothes and didn't say anything to you. She brought my brother food and clothes? Yes. Oh, my mother. Wink. Suzuha thought as hard as she could and finally reached an answer. Oh, so that's it. Her grandmother. Yuki was talking about Hishide's mother. In other words, Suzuha's grandmother, who she'd never seen except in pictures. But since she told Yuki that she was Itaru's brother, it was natural that she'd make the wrong assumption. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. If Itaru had said even a word about it to her, if Itaru had said even a word to her about it, this wouldn't have happened. How stupid. She'll have to give him a lecture later. While Suzuha was thinking about the talking to her dad was going to get, Yuki already started to sympathize with her imagined plight. Suzuha, you can talk to me at any time. We can talk about whatever you want. For some reason, her eyes are starting to well up. Oh, thank you. Suzuha didn't know how to react to this, but she felt a little embarrassed. Mom really is a nice person. Just like she'd told Itaru, this place was too comfortable. She was starting to imagine that this life would continue forever. But sending this brief happy time beyond the horizon of the world line was support. But spending this brief happy time beyond the horizon of the world line was supposed to be Suzuha's mission. If she didn't, this world will be destroyed. And back to Okabe at May Queen? Ah! I love it that you have this music in now. Just because it's the phone. Welcome back, Meowster. As I walked into the maid cafe, May Queen plus Nyan squared, the cat-eared maids working there greeted me cheerfully. It is a weekday evening, so there are more open seats than usual. Welcome back, Ocarine. You still have the winter clothes indoors, okay. Oh, is Mayuri here today? Mayuri will be here soon, in about 30 minutes. I see. Mayuri had been working here for a while now. Her maid name was Mayushi Nyanyan. When she was a maid, she wore a long blonde wig and cat ears, looked very different from her usual self. Dao called me. Is he here yet? Yep. At his usual spot. I looked towards the back corner and saw a silhouette sitting next to the window with the sun at his back. Oh, and I've got someone with me today. They'll never been to a maid cafe before. Can you keep them company until Dao and I finish? Yeah? Who could that be, Nya? Hey. Hi, Ajo. Over here. I called to Maho. She was fidgeting outside the store, apparently unwilling to come in. Ocarines for the cute girl, Nya? Wait. Is that really that surprising? And from her height, she's either in elementary school or middle school. She is not. I can't believe you. You already got first, but instead you went out and found a new lover. A new lolly lover. Yeah. I did not. She's from American University and she's here for research. My only choice is to denounce you at the round table, yeah. Listen to me. What are you talking about? Maho had finally made it inside and she was staring at me and Ferris with suspicious eyes. I'd gone with Maho to the police to talk about the attack again. After that, we both realized we hadn't eaten, so I brought her here. Ferris stood up to a full height. She gave a cute little bow and then did one of her cat-like poses. Welcome back, Meowster. At this cafe, we don't say welcome. We say welcome back, yeah. Oh, so that's it. I'm Ferris, Nya. What's your name, mistress? Hyojo Maho. Hyojo. So you're from Okinawa? Huh? Oh, I'm amazed you knew that. People always either ask me to repeat it or just get it wrong. You knew it was from Okinawa? Of course, Nya. 3 lives ago, I was the spirit guardian of the land. God damn it. I was the spirit guardian of the land of Paipatiwama, which lies beyond the horizon of the Ryokyo Kingdom, yeah. Oh god. A legendary island whose name is written in kanji means the island between the shining summer waves. It's said to be either further south than Hateuma Island, the southernmost occupied island of Japan. In Okinawana, Pai means south, Pati means end, and Woma means coral reef. So put it together means the southernmost coral reef. The Okinawa faith has always believed that beyond the sea lies a mythical utopia called Anikayan. Is believed to be a variant of this. Another explanation says that geographically it could be referred to Taiwan or Luzon Island, but the truth of both of these theories is unknown. Another island in the Yaeyama Island chain, Gunley Island, has a belief that the legendary island called the story is deeply okay. Kingdom of the Ruku. The kingdom that would later become modern Okinawa. The country had a long history that stretched over 4.5 centuries. and served as a major trading port in the Asian region. The capital was located in Naha at Shirui Castle. High-ranking noble families called Wikata built castle called Gusuku on top of mountains and hills and ruled over their own local areas. In 1609, they was invaded by Satsuma province and were forced to pay tribute both to Satsuma and Endo shogunate. Even so, the kingdom was allowed to keep its independent status, but in 1879, the Restoration government forced it to hand over Shuri Castle, and it officially became part of Japan. Religious rituals played an extremely important role in the life of the kingdom of Ryukyu. These rituals were held by priestesses called Noro. Huh. Huh? No! That's right. The voices and the spirits were brought to the people by the Noro and made the kingdom prosper now. Festivals and religion rituals played an important part in Okinawa life, and it is always the job of a woman to lead them. The school of thought that says that it's the woman that speaks with the gods is one found all around the world. During the time when Okinawa was still its own independent kingdom, the royal government specified designated priestesses called Noro, which had greater authority than even high-ranking nobles. Huh. The most important of them, the Kiko no Okami, the great lady who hears and prospers, was second in rank only to the king, and her influence extended even onto political and just politics and Judea. I have no idea. Since they know the official rank of the Okinawa kingdom, the only remains now is that the kingdom is gone. The only remains now that the kingdom is gone are few of their descendants. Thus, it is civilian priestesses and spirits called Yata that perform modern rituals. But the raging seagulls invaded Patarama, and at last I'm sorry. What is she talking about? I like how she is legit crying as commitment. Oh, it's a special dialect spoken exclusively by the people of Akibara. Is that right? Yeah. Think about it too much and your head will explode. It already feels like it's about to explode. I like how she's just happily smiling there. Anyway, just wait a minute. I need to talk to my friend over there. I point to Dao, and when she saw him by the window, her eyes narrowed. Is something wrong? He's a pretty big guy. I'll introduce you later. Tell him to lose some weight. Okay, Mahonya, I'll take you to your seat. Another maid had just finished cleaning the table. Mahonya? Isn't it cute now? I prefer something more normal. This is normal now. Now come this way, Mahonya. Maho remained dead silent as she was led to the seat near where Dao was sitting. I head to Dao's table too. Okay, before we get involved with what we need to do with now, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you all for watching and catch you later.